Yo, Pepper fam, what's going on? Vetters Peppers here on this fine Saturday afternoon. Just figured I'd make an update video. I've been getting questions on what variety these are, both here on YouTube and my IG. These are the 7-pot Nagas, 7-pot Veta, 7-pot Primo crossed with a purple Naga. These were started in late November. I started these in the DIY germination cab. Then I moved these to my 2-foot by 4-foot tent. And now we have them here in the open room under an 8-foot LED, low wattage. 6-inch square pots filled with Pro Mix HP. Nothing else added. Probably started these way too early because they are way too big right now, and I still have a couple of months before I can get these out here under the natural sunlight in the backyard. So these are getting way too big. I probably started these 2 months too early, but it is what it is. Lush green. Tons of flowers. I am getting some flower drop. I do have edema starting to come out on some of these leaves here, and that's because of lack of air, not only in the room but in the root environment, because these are root bound. Like I said, these are only 6-inch square pots. These should probably be in at least 1 gallon or 2 or 3 gallon pots by now, but if I do that, these are really going to explode. So I'm just going to keep doing what I do over here in these 5-inch square or 6-inch square pots and try to keep them healthy until I can put them outside. Try to pan through some of this stuff here. So like I said, edema is starting to come in on some of these leaves. I'm not too worried about it. A bunch of these flowers are starting to drop. I'm not too worried about that either. See if we can get a glimpse of this edema coming in here. Edema starting to come in on some of these leaves. But other than that, they're staying lush green, healthy. And we will go into the other tent real quick. We got the 4-foot by 4-foot grow tent. These are also, knocking shit over here. These are also F4s. But we have phenotypes number 2, 3, and 4 on the browns, phenotype number 1 on the red, and phenotype number 1 on the micro pheno. These were transplanted last weekend. I have some other short clips and another video here on YouTube that shows what these look like when I transplanted them. They've made some pretty darn good growth here in the last week. I think I have watered them a total of 3 times since transplant. They're looking lush. Now, so these don't grow too vertical too quick and wind up taking up a shit ton of space in here. What I'm gonna do, probably in the next 3-4 days, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna top all of these. Some of you guys may be against topping. I do it to slow my growth rate down in here. These things grow so fast in these conditions with the fertilizer and the pro mix and whatnot that I run out of space too quick. So to slow these down from growing too vertical too quick, I come in here and I top them, which also allows the roots to really grow out and gets that stem nice and thick and creates a ton of lateral branching. Whether or not it produces more, some people say it does, some people say it doesn't. I do it to slow my crops down a little bit. We got the F4 first generation browns, untopped plant, as you can see. 6-inch square pot. It grew up and it started to fork off on its own and has been throwing a ton of flowers out here. This is the only one plant out of the first batch that hasn't been topped. And as you can see, that's about 3 foot worth of growth there. So compared to these here, they're at about 2 foot, maybe a little over 2 foot, and heavily branched out into a nice little bush. But that's your quick update. Nothing else really going on. Just trying to keep these things well fed and well watered and keep them healthy until I can get them outside. Like I said, I probably started these 2 months too early. I probably should have started these probably this weekend. And here we are. It is what it is. But everything looking lush. Pretty happy with the way these things are growing out. These are the F4 generation. So can't really wait to get these outdoors and see what they produce this season, and continue to save seeds off all these other phenotypes, and hopefully get some pods going, ripening up here in early spring, early summer, so I can take those F5 seeds and dry them out and start the F5s and hopefully grow those out and get pods off of those before the end of summer this season. So like I said, these are F4s, and I'm hoping to get the F4s to produce, to give me seed stock, to get the F5s going also this season. So we shall see how that ends up. But other than that, that's the update. 7-pot nagas. Appreciate all you guys and gals that are following. If you're not following, hit the follow tab. Give us a thumbs up. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. Appreciate all the feedback. Appreciate the views. That's going to do it for this update here. All right, Pepper fam. Thanks for checking in on this little update. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a good week next week. Catch you guys soon. Peace.